Look, y'all, we're here to say that America is nothing to celebrate. Don't get drawn into bullshit. We're here to send a message. We're here representing the interests of the people of the world. We are here to say that America is nothing to celebrate. And anybody that wants to uphold this, that is willing to fight somebody, to defend this flag, is celebrating slavery, is upholding slavery, and the brutality of people. This is why we say, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Slavery, genocide, and war.
5, 6, 7, 8.
America was never great.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Slavery, genocide, and war.
5, 6, 7, 8.
America was never great.
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 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Slavery, genocide, and war.
Slavery, genocide, and war.
5, 6, 7, 8.
5, 6, 7, 8.
America was never great.
America was never great.
America was never great.
America was never great.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Slavery, genocide, and war.
Slavery, genocide, and war.
5, 6, 7, 8.
5, 6, 7, 8.
America was never great.
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 They treat their fucking flags like if there is something so, so sacred to defend and uphold. But the reality is that this flag is dripping with the blood of our brothers and sisters all over the world.
That's right.
It's the flag that these fascists wave when they tell you to shut up and not oppose the crimes that this system commits.
That's right.
It is the flag that they wave in front of school board meetings who dare to say that June is Pride Month, that dare to fight for the rights of LGBT people. This is why we say America is nothing to celebrate. For revolting barbarity and shameless hypocrisy, America reigns without a rival.
That's right.
There is nothing worth upholding and celebrating. And we, the RevComs, are determined to bury this monstrosity of a system in this flag and put in its place a constitution for a new socialist republic in North America that would give people rights, that would defend people's rights to speak out and oppose this socialist society, and would open up debate and discussion instead of coming down with the arm of repression like we know this system does. So here we go. America is nothing to celebrate. So repeat after me, as this rag that does not represent the people of the world goes up in fucking flames. America is nothing to celebrate.
America is nothing to celebrate.
We demand a different way to live.
A different way to live.
A different system.
A different system.
Revolution, nothing less.
Revolution, nothing less.
America was never great.
America was never great.
America was never great.
America was never great.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Slavery, genocide, and war.
Slavery, genocide, and war.
5, 6, 7, 8.
5, 6, 7, 8.
America was never great.
America was never great.
America was never great.
America was never great.
Revolution, nothing less.
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 Man, this fucking flag, let's just rip that shit, yo. There you go. America is nothing to celebrate. There you go. That's why we are here. Because the crimes that this...
One more.
they make it so hard to rip that shit up or burn that shit up because they swear that it's a sacred symbol. And on this day, on July 4th, when you're told to wave your American flag and to display it in pride and to be so proud to be an American, we are here to disrespect this flag. Because it does not represent the interests of humanity. And for all the reasons we've been talking about today, that it has the blood of the people of the world. I'm serious, one of these motherfuckers gotta go up in flames.
1, 2, 3, 4. Slavery, genocide, and war. Slavery, genocide, and war. 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. America was never great. America was never great. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, sound great. 4. Slavery, genocide, and war. Slavery, genocide, and war. 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. America was never great. America was never great. We together now, left, 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 right, left. Let's go. Left, 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 right, left. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slavery, genocide, and war. Slavery, genocide, and war. 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. America was never great. America was never great. Slavery, genocide, and war. 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. America was never great. America was never great. America was never great. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time to get organized. To get organized. For a real revolution. For a real revolution. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. Left, 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 right, left. Say, who are we? Revolution Club. 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 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slavery, genocide, and war. Slavery, genocide, and war. 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. America was never great. America was never great. America was never great. America was never great. Say 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slavery, genocide, and war. Slavery, that's right. Genocide, and war. 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. America was never great. America was never great. And 1, 2, 3, let's go. America was never great. America was never great. America was never great. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Genocide and war. Slavery, genocide and war. 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. America was never great. America was never great. America was never great. America was never great. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slavery, genocide and war. Slavery, genocide and war. 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. America was never great. America was never great.
All right, RevComs. Who are we?
Revolution Club.
Who are we?
Revolution Club.
Who are we?
Revolution Club.
Who's our leader?
Avakian.
Who's our leader?
Avakian.
Revolution, nothing less.
Revolution, nothing less.
All right, y'all. So what we just did right here was shorting this imperialist rag for all the reasons we've been talking about today. That's right, and stomping on that shit. And they're throwing it on the ground. They're ripping it up. Fuck this flag, okay? All these people that feel so righteous, they're putting their fingers up at us, saying fuck us. No, fuck this imperialist rag and all the crimes that it commits on the people of the world. Those are our brothers and sisters all over the world. That this country is dominating, that this country is plundering and destroying and murdering and slaughtering. There's nothing to uphold about this shit. There's nothing to celebrate about this flag. There's nothing to celebrate about this imperialist flag. What there is something worth celebrating is that we have a constitution. Woo! That's right. Woo! constitution that would fight for really putting an end to all forms of exploitation and oppression. We don't have to stay within the ugly bounds of what this country represents. No, we're not. We shouldn't be putting our efforts to try to make this country better. We gotta put all our efforts, all our creativity and determination to bury this motherfucker at the soonest possible time. Putting all of our energies, all of our determination into implementing this Constitution. Get it out. Display it. Proudly display this Constitution, because we have a Constitution that is geared towards putting an end to all forms of exploitation and oppression. That's why this shit needs to go up in flames. It shouldn't be respected, and none of y'all need to respect anything that this country represents.
That's right.
All of the crimes, all of the slaughterings, the occupation, the founding of this country from slavery, genocide, all the way down to today. Why would anybody want to celebrate any of that?
That's right.
We're here because we have a whole different way that the world can be. A different constitution. And anybody that wants to defend slavery, you go ahead and fucking do that.
Okay, what's his point?
We're here to say, fuck this country and all its history, all the way down to today, that it's about exploitation, oppression, degradation of our brothers and sisters all over the world. We're here to reject all of that and to celebrate the fact that we have a constitution that would replace this U.S. Constitution. So that's what you all were just beautifully a part of. That's what you all just stepped one foot into the future. As Jamel read that quote earlier about imagining a world without America, that is what we're doing here today. And we're not only going to imagine it, but we're going to make it fucking real. So let's march back.
There's a whole better way that the world can be.
Make revolution, get humanity free.
Make revolution, set humanity free.
There's a whole better way that the world can be.
There's a whole better way that the world can be.
Make revolution, set humanity free.
Make revolution, set humanity free.
There's a whole better way that the world can be.
There's a whole better way.
That the world can be. Make revolution, set humanity free.
Gary! Gary!
There's a whole better way. Make revolution, set humanity free. There's a whole better way that the world can be. Make revolution, set humanity free. Make revolution, set humanity free. There's a whole better way that the world can be. Make revolution.
Wait, I want to take a picture.
Make revolution, set humanity. There's a whole better way that the world can be. Make revolution, set humanity free.
Make revolution, set humanity
That sounds great. There's a whole better way that the world can be.
There's a whole better way that the world can be.
Make revolution, set humanity free.
Make revolution, set humanity free.
There's a whole better way that the world can be.
There's a whole better way that the world can be.
Make revolution, set humanity free.
Make revolution, set humanity free.
America was never great!
America was never great.
America was never great.
Who are we?
Revolution Club.
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 Who's our leader?
Avakian.
Who's our leader?
Avakian.
Who's our leader?
Avakian.
Who's our leader? There's a whole better way that the world can be.
There's a whole better way that the world can be.
Make revolution, set humanity free.
Make revolution, set humanity free.
No more! We demand a new system based on the Constitution for the new Socialist Republic in North America that expands and protects the rights of the people, that protects and promotes people's rights to speak out and speak their minds, to dissent and protest, and to express themselves intellectually and artistically on a whole new level. We demand what is utterly unthinkable under this system: a government and institutions that empower the masses of people to take ever-increasing responsibility for a society moving to end all exploitation, all discrimination, and all oppression.
We demand the abolition of this system and its constitution that protects the rights of capitalists to exploit and spit out workers for more profit here and around the world, while denying people even the most basic right to eat. No more! No more! We demand a radically different economy that guarantees employment, where we can work cooperatively and creatively to meet the great needs of society, where technology and resources will serve the betterment of humanity, not the profits and competition of capitalist parasites.
We demand the abolition of the capitalist imperialist system with its constitution that gives police the right to murder black, brown, and other people of color, and gives its genocidal military the right to slaughter millions, to enforce America's right to dominate and plunder the world. No more! No more! This system must be replaced. We demand a new socialist system based on the Constitution for a new Socialist Republic of North America, where the police and security forces actually protect the rights of the people. We demand a whole new system that supports the struggles of people around the world for emancipation. We demand the abolition of this system, its constitution, and its fascist-dominated Supreme Court that outlaws affirmative action in education and reaffirms and reinforces white supremacy as a defining feature of what we the people really means. We demand the establishment of a new system based on the Constitution for a new Socialist Republic of North America that actually educates people about the true history of this country, that promotes intellectual curiosity and critical and scientific thinking to understand and change the world, and that gives special attention and devotes resources to overcoming the legacy of slavery and discrimination in education and everywhere in society.
In the name of humanity, we demand the abolition of this system that opposes and degrades women at work, in the culture, everywhere, that has stripped women of the ability to control their reproductive destinies. We demand the abolition of this system that demonizes, attacks, and denies the humanity of LGBTQ people. We say, no more! No more! We demand the establishment of a new system based on the Constitution for the new Socialist Republic of North America that guarantees the full rights of LGBTQ people and women, including the fundamental right to abortion and birth control. We demand a whole new way of living that is challenging and breaking the chains of patriarchy and enslaving traditions of gender.
The planet is on fire. We demand the abolition of this capitalist imperialist system that plunders and destroys the environment for profit. We are on the brink of world war and nuclear holocaust that can wipe out humanity. This system must be replaced as soon as possible. We demand the establishment of a new system based on the Constitution for the new Socialist Republic in North America that will not develop or use nuclear weapons, and that will struggle to abolish nuclear weapons everywhere and work to put an end to war itself. We demand the establishment of a new socialist system that can urgently address the environmental crisis and protect the planet. Imagine a world without America and everything it stands for and does in the world.
No, look, I mean, we're here to say their constitution or our constitution, right? On a day where you're supposed to have reverence for this document that enshrines slavery, that treats and codifies into law black people as 3/5 of a human being, right? That looks at and provides no kind of framework for emancipation whatsoever. This constitution they try to bend and stretch to try to give rights and amend and add rights to give rights to excluded groups. We're saying their constitution is bankrupt. It has no hope for the future of humanity. From the fascists and the white supremacists, from the Trump administration to the Biden and the Democrats who have no fucking answers for their system, they both uphold that slave-holding document and that constitution. And we say we actually have a constitution that can get humanity free. Like, I challenge you to show me a constitution in the history of countries coming into being that actually talks about ending war, not just in their country or for their people, but all across the planet, right? That's what we're talking about. Their constitution or our constitution, right? We actually have a way out of this shit. And that red, white, and blue blood-soaked rag, just like this fucking constitution, is bathed in blood. From the moment that black and brown people were brought over here in slave chains, the genocidal removal and destruction of Native American lands, right? The oppressive shackles of patriarchy. Just last year, we just gone past a year of women being denied the right of abortion. What the fuck is there to celebrate on July 4th? What we need to actually celebrate is getting organized to overthrow this system. That's something to celebrate.
Things don't have to be this way, and there is a force, the RevComs, that are standing for a totally different way and fighting against the attacks today in a way to transition us to be in position and ready to go for a real revolution when the time is right. And that could come soon.
Is it possible to get to that sort of different world without working in the system, but also without bloodshed?
Look, bloodshed, unfortunately, is something that happens all the time. I mean, police brutalize, demonize, and murder people. The Border Patrol does the same thing. Fascist thugs are unleashed to do that. So we can't promise no bloodshed. What we can promise is that we will stand with people against these attacks. We will fight for them to have rights, to express themselves, rights that this system will not always protect for them, and bring to them that there is a way to get to a society where that happens. The way to get there is not to work within the system. And we tell people who are working within the system that all the time. You're not going to solve this through election. You're not going to get the Democrats to take care of this for us. You're not going to build up the Green Party or the People's Party or whatever till it's at the point where it can do it. We're going to have to take this on ourselves, and we're determined to do that. And comes down to it, we will stand up against their attempts to violently suppress the revolutionary people who are rising up for something different. And look, people can be drawn to the point where their fear of the repression of this system no longer overmatches their determination to get out from under it. And our work has everything to do with that. We can't do it by ourselves. The system and the way it works helps get them to that point. But we have to be shining a light on the reality of the repression, but also where it comes from the system and the way in which it works. And the only way to stop that is to get rid of it through revolution.
There's a point of view that I know people are going to have when they watch this video who oppose you guys, which is they're going to say the Constitution that you guys hate is what protects your right to do it. What do you say to the person who's going to try to make that point?
Yeah, I mean, I think you can look at any of these amendments in the Constitution or the Bill of Rights, freedom of speech, right, for instance, but where did even that come from? Look, we burned flags today, right? Where did even that being considered First Amendment speech came from? That came from folks like Joey Johnson, communists who actually burned the flag, right, and considered that
for it to be took it to court, to the Supreme Court, in order for it to be considered First Amendment speech, right? This is not something that they willingly give up, right? They have all kinds of rights that are included in their Constitution, but frankly, they will strip away those rights immediately if they come under any threat of that same system. For black and brown people in this country, the Second Amendment does not exist, right? The right to bear arms. For black and brown people in this country, the Fourth Amendment, protections against search and seizures, does not exist, right? So they pick and choose their fucking rights, right? And their Constitution has no framework for emancipating all of humanity, let alone the sections it claims to emancipate, which frankly was written for white men. White slaveholding men.